I'm trying to see if you're okay. You've been my best friend since day one, no matter what weather or mad at. It's not I'm always here for you.
a live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium and Athens. A top 25 showdown. Two of the best teams in the country featured today on EA Sports College Football. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the side.
I want Adu to know something serious, dude.
Between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay. And
makes the grab in their space. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Austin Mack. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So Georgia's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
And, man, this is kind of synonymous with Georgia football, right? Over the years, you've seen through Kirby Smart, right? Like physicality, toughness, run game. But it starts with the big, massive human beings. They recruit a different body type, Palmer. It's called not human. It's like brontosaurus bones. They go after the big boys.
It's so interesting when you think about Georgia and their running game, too, because of the athleticism you're talking about. It allows them to do some different things and be a little bit more athletic and attack the perimeter of the field that a lot of defenses aren't equipped to defend. And it's no different with this Georgia offensive line as well. They're going out, they're bringing in 5-stars, they're bringing in the best talent and coaching them up. In this unit, they have been a force all season.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it pay dividends on that 3rd down.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And, you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity, and I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship.
To the ground. He's got it again. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Mack. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Quarterback keep. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Fires to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. They get through, and it's blocked. He didn't get it, and what a stop by this defense to get the football back.
That time, what a surge right up the middle of the field. They were able to get penetration and block the kick.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. Finds a man on the left. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Running inside, it's Frazier. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Really good job on the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Out of the backfield, he's open. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
Splits the uprights. Good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Rodgers. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick.
What did I do to make you fucking hate me?
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground with the running back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Keeps it on 1st down. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Finds a soft spot in the middle. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Humphries. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Motion from the wide receiver. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Here's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. This time he's got it. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Took a shot as he threw.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Between the uprights, it's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal, and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. On target. On the move at the 30. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Pass to 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect him. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Tide ready to roll on offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Caught in the backfield. It's Rodgers. Bounced off his feet.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll go play action with Mack. Slings it downfield. Got a man. It's Rodgers. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in your offense?
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodgers. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20.
Well, the performance by the offense in the first half was very ugly, and they needed to make some adjustments. Give the coaching staff some credit because they did that. This is a completely different-looking offense here on the first drive of the 3rd quarter. They just look like they're playing with energy. They've got a fire lit under them a little bit. We've seen a few schematic tweaks.
Could be an alley. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Throwing Mack. Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. Pressure's there and he lets it go. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They are forced to settle for the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Number 31, set to kick this one away.
And he's going to bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give to Frazier. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's sure we win this one.
Frazier again. And they're able to make the tackle.
The #1 goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had zero impact in this game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his back in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. At the end of the play, there's a Georgia Bulldog who has yet to get up. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Austin Mack. Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Mack. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. The Tide will have to call their 1st timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Again, it's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Throwing, Mack. Pressure coming. And that one is picked up in the end zone. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Complete to start this drive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Handoff for Frazier. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number one, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Georgia lining up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Austin Mack. It's complete to the right. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
To the air, it's Mack. Caught near the sticks, it's Rodgers. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Throws to the tight end. With the catch, it's Edwards. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 first downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it, I'd throw the ball 100 times a game. I wouldn't even run it because of how much I trust this quarterback to do the right thing. And that's exactly what's happening on this drive.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing. Like, keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
Mack. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it, a late touchdown, probably window dressing, but still a sliver, albeit very slight, of hope.
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narrate. Cookie narration volume set to 1. Menu narration option. Menu narration option is set. Menu narration option is set to off. Cookie narration volume set to 100.
No matter the venue or the locale, when these two get together, you know the spirits are going to be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. It's the Florida Gators and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Gators offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. The Dogs able to hunker down and get out with a close win the last time they saw the Gators.
Yeah, and anytime you get a win in Jacksonville, anytime you beat Florida, it's a success. It doesn't matter if it's by 100 or if it's by 1. Georgia fans know how much this means to them, and so do these players.
Yeah, you know, they call this game the world's largest cocktail party. The energy in the stands is just completely different. That's something David and I obviously have experienced before. And after that Georgia win last year, man, those Bulldog fans, they stuck around. They were here in Jacksonville, hanging out at the stadium, enjoying it all through the night. They've been enjoying it all year, and they're hoping to order some more adult beverages after this one, too. thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. The screen, and watch out. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
The Gators will punt this one away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Here's the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bulldogs offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And man, this is kind of synonymous with Georgia football, right? Over the years, you've seen through Kirby Smart, right? Like physicality, toughness, run game. But it starts with the big, massive human beings. They recruit a different body type, Palmer. It's called not human. It's like brontosaurus bones. They go after the big boys.
It's so interesting when you think about Georgia and their running game, too, because of the athleticism you're talking about. It allows them to do some different things and be a little bit more athletic and attack the perimeter of the field that a lot of defenses aren't equipped to defend. And it's no different with this Georgia offensive line as well. They're going out. They're bringing in 5 stars. They're bringing in the best talent and coaching them up. In this unit, they have been a force all season.
Finds his man. It's Humphries. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways, and you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
From the red zone, it's Frazier. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw at Stockton. Got his man. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Now it's 2nd and goal. Here's Nate Frazier. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throw.
Now it's 3rd and goal. Barges ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you can feel the frustration from this offense.
I'm trying to see it. Okay. You've been my best friend since day 1, no matter what weather or mad at. It's not I'm always here for you. I wanted to know something serious, dude. What did I do to make you fucking hate me?
Rivalries are the lifeblood of college football, and here are a few of the things that make this one special. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. 4th and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Dogs! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't.
Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Gators! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback gets the first down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs obviously with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Here's a heat, and down he goes.
You've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got him. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs. This defense has set the tone through 2 quarters of football. They've drawn a line in the sand, and they've held it. It's why they'll take a lead into the second half, and it could be why they come away with a big victory. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
On first down, Nate Frazier. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Stockton. Under fire. Finds his tight end. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Height and weight at the tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got the tight end outside. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
The give on the inside. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Frazier. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
lot of times on 3rd and long, you're not thinking blitz. You're thinking they're going to sit back in zone and play conservative. They blitz, kind of break tendency, get to the quarterback. He gets the screen off. But, man, great job by this defense. Not just flying upfield, not paying attention, and letting them catch that screen behind them. That's a big stop on 3rd and long.
Just drives it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. The give on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Motion from the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Pryor. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And the Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Looking for a gap. It's Phillips. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break, and Georgia is on top. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll ride the hot hand.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Lets it fly on the move. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
It's complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick release by the QB. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Stockton. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off play action on 1st down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious. And they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man in the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
4th quarter, we're getting later in the game. You give up a big play, you don't get down on yourself. Nice job by this defense, staying positive. Then you get after the quarterback and get the big sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. 1st down, you get the sack. 2nd down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting at 3rd and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down right now.
on 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Heaves it deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
This defense knows that turnovers win games. And here in this 2-minute situation with the lead, they've got a chance to shut the door if they can create one, and they did it right there. Great job getting that ball on the ground and then being there to fall on top of it. They're going to leave here with a W.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. We find rivalries across the fruited plain from coast to coast, but in the South, where they say the game just means more, there's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry, From black jersey debuts to prayers at Jordan Hare, this matchup has had it all. A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with Coach Golesh before the game. Bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Auburn's offense will have the first possession of the game. The Bulldogs pulled one out of the fire and beat Auburn in a close one the last time these two met.
Yeah, it was a really good one in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. We've seen so many great games in this matchup, and that was one of them. But Georgia came away with it, and Auburn got to think about that for a whole...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over him. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that one.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The sure hands, it's Nimrod. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Bulldogs offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They're going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, and you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people. And they enjoy moving people against their will. And this unit, man, they're going to pave holes, and this running back's going to get the credit. But make no mistake about it, that line up front paves the way and makes his job so much easier.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the timing just a hair off. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they convert this third and short. Motion from the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Gotta love the physicality on fourth down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Oh, what a cut! And they will score! Touchdown Bulldogs! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The option, he'll keep it. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. There's not a screen big enough to list all the memorable moments from this rivalry, but here are a few of them. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Brown wants to pass. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. He's got it. A little up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw it again. That's caught. It's Cobb. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it on the counter. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to let it go. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Punt is on its way. Catches it at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Nimrod. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. They're in uncharted territory here. Finally in the red zone. It took the whole first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Going to the run, it's Cobb. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on 4th and short?
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Quickly out to the tight end. Man, he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Unloads it left. He's got it. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, the Deep South shuts down when the Tigers and Dogs get together, and that's the case again here today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Auburn and Georgia plays out.
The Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Around and stopped, and he just picked and weaved and bobbed his way for 5.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Gets away from 1. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
That's the game it's kind of been. It's been a defensive struggle on both sides, and it's kind of like a tennis match. Which team and which offense is going to be able to break serve? That time, poor job in pass protection. The quarterback has got to find a way to get rid of that football and not take the negative play, but this has been a defensive war so far.
When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. Third down coming. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
They call third down money down for a reason. Like, second down, they get the sack, put them in a situation where it's a known passing situation. And how about this offense, man? They're trying to throw the football down the field, but this guy doesn't panic. He doesn't flinch. Does a nice job. Nobody covered. Doesn't force the football. And even better, takes off and scrambles and gets the big first down for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Humphreys. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
The pull and throw off the RPO.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running inside, it's Frazier. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Pressure coming, being chased. Powers through the defender. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Defense with a chance to put a stop to this drive. Ninth snap coming, it's 3rd and 4. Gets rid of it. Back open in the middle.
Well, they've been able to stay on the field a long time on this drive, and in order to do that, you got to be really good on third down. And that was a tricky one there. The defense trying to give them a bit of a different look, but it never fazed the quarterback, and it never fazed this offense. They're able to pick it up. The clock keeps ticking, And this offense, they're thinking touchdown.
Right on the money. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. To the air on 2nd down. Wideout trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run with Nate Frazier. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Brown wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And that's how a defense ices the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but they know if they can get a big play here, a turnover, anything, that this game can be over, and they get the safety. They've had their lead, 2 extra points, guys. This one feels done.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. All the way back to the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. RPO complete to open the drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all.